KingBlubby here, and today I've got a video for you guys. This is Black Ops 4 Zombies, Ancient Evil, Solo Easter Egg Speedrun. So you're probably confused, why is KingBlubby doing a video? Well, Green Ghost and I have made a little agreement that I'm going to start helping him with this channel because I've been really into Black Ops 4 Zombies lately. I've wanted to start doing little speed running, and I thought it'd be cool if I could show you guys how I do the speed run. As you can see here, this is my first time actually completing it, so don't hate on my time if you actually know about speed running and know about this map. This time is not that good, but I just wanted to show off my personal best, show you my strategies. It's a lot like Smart Guy's strategy. But yeah, back to what is it actually going on with me making a video. Like I said, I'm really into Black Ops 4 Zombies, and we just decided two people are better than one for making content. And this is not going to be the only video I make. I'm going to produce a bunch more speedruns. I'm not going to be done with Ancient Evil. I'm going to keep trying, keep getting my time better and better. But like I said, I'm just going to show you guys how I play, how I did this Easter egg. And we're going to start with my class setup. So here are my elixirs. I will talk to you about when to use them, why I use them, anywhere but here: equipment, temporal gift, and arsenal accelerator. This is a no talisman Easter egg. For perks, we have quick revive at the Danu slot, time slip at Raw, secret sauce at Zeus, and stamina up at Odin. Quick revive and time slip. Time slip speeds up the game a little bit. Quick revive is obviously heals you faster. That helps a little bit. But those are also just the two cheapest perks in the game, as well as secret sauce. These are all 1500, so that just helps with points. And you don't really necessarily need specific perks that will really help you. The only one that will really help you is stamina up, obviously, because it makes you run faster. You can do everything quicker. And that's why I have it in my modifier slot. Here, for special weapon, we have Scepter of Ra for the melee glitch. We have the Wraith Fires. Those are taken away quickly, but those are good for the early part with the Gauntlet Shrines. And for starting weapon, we have the Strife, and it has the Stiletto Knife equipped. I highly recommend the Stiletto Knife. It makes it, first of all, faster, and second of all, easier on early rounds because you're just one knife until round 5. So without further ado, we are going to head into theater mode, and I will see you once the video gets going. Alright guys, here we go. The game actually technically hasn't started yet. I don't know why it does this, but in theater mode it takes a couple seconds, but we'll get going as soon as this goes. Just wait for a little black flash. There it is. And we start. So here I just knife all of these zombies, and I shoot this little Chimera mirror over here. Make sure it's pointing towards the crystal. If you've done the map, you'll know. If not, well, it's hard to explain, so. If you want a more comprehensive guide of this, you can look at Smart Guy for the speedrunning. He has a guide on his channel. It's going to be a lot more specific and a lot more detailed than this is. But there I do that other mirror. Here I kill these zombies to make sure that and I stay in this area because I want to make sure that I get all the spawns on this side of the map. Here, I'm just going to finish off the rest of the round and then open up this door to the Sentinel artifact. I decided recently to start picking up that power-up in order to get the extra points if it is like a bonus points or a carpenter or a nuke. So here I head into the amphitheater and I go all the way to the back to try to get as many spawns as I can in the amphitheater. Here you want to kill as many zombies as you can to fill up your specialist weapon. And then as soon as you get your specialist weapon filled, then you can hit the Sentinel artifact. This was kind of unlucky with the spawns. The zombies going very slow, so this killed a little bit of time. Okay, so then you hit that, and there's another mirror. That's the last mirror that you need. Right there, I took out my specialist weapon and then quickly put it back away just so I could spawn in the full power-up, so that when I grab my reward later, there's a chance that it will be the full power, and I'll explain what that is a little bit later. So I will be posting this to zombiesworldrecords.com. Right now this would be good enough for 4th, because it's just over 40 minutes. I think 3rd place is exactly 40 minutes. But I was just hoping by making this to kind of inspire you guys to kind of maybe try speedrunning on your own, or just to kind of, you know, get some entertainment out of me. I have put quite a bit of work into it. It's taken me a few weeks to get this time, and I feel pretty proud of it. It's obviously not great, but it's my personal best, and I will keep working at this to make it better and better, and I will post once I get an even better time. So right there, a max ammo spawns, but I don't take it because it would only give me strife ammo, which I don't really need, because there's a chance you'll get a gun up here, and you'll be using gauntlets for most of this Easter egg. So once we get to this part, we're just gonna wait for these zombies, and we're gonna horde them up for as long as we can, as long as I can, until I have basically all the zombies in the round. So you'll see me do that here. I pop a temporal gift so that, because there's a very high chance that I get power up on this round in this area, so I pop it in case I get like a double points, which would actually be huge. That's probably the best power up you can get at this point. See, once I get all those zombies, I get special weapons as my tribute. That is the only tribute that works at this first part of the Easter egg, which is why Ancient Evil is so difficult RNG wise to complete. So as soon as I get legendary reward, I put my specialist away, grab my reward, I get a gun and not the full power up. So I pop my arsenal accelerator and kill off the rest of the zombies. Make sure to grab the gun too. I do not take the nuke because that will waste plenty of points from these zombies. So I keep killing all of these zombies until I pass around, and then I will run down to the Gaia Shrine. And there, I think a zombie might have been glitched, so I just grabbed the nuke rather than killing off wherever the last one was. So here, you want to take this path going down to the Gaia Shrine. I buy Danu. I keep running down. And here I'm looking for the hand spawn on the fountain, I'm looking for the spear spawn, and the golden bridle. If you notice, the golden bridle was right there, and so I need to remember to go all the way across in order to grab that golden bridle later. I got the hand right there by the governor's column, so now I'm going to start my Gaia ritual. And so I'm going to wait a little bit to try to get a couple zombies so that I can respawn them with my specialist weapon. Because if you take out your weapon next to zombies, it does not actually fully kill them, it just respawns them, but it still counts for kills for your tribute. So ideally, we want to get special weapon up to epic reward here, but it is quite difficult to get. You have to have your timing perfect, and so I only end up with legendary, but I do get very close. So there, Gaia is finished. I do not take Gaia because I'm right about to do the Chimera hand as well. I look for the other hand spawn and I see it right there by the golden Taurus. But I prefer to pass the round here because when I don't pass the round, I usually struggle for points towards the end. So I kill off the rest of these zombies. And I grab this hand spawn. Here, because I'm so close to the Gaia Shrine, popping in anywhere but here is worth it because you're most likely going to end up closer to the Chimera Shrine. And there I got actually a very good ABH. So that's why we run ADBH. That's pretty much like the only time that it's really effective. But it does still shave off like 15-20 seconds maybe. So here, this is one of the few times I use my Wraith Fires. I just got a full power up. So here I'm going to save zombies as much as I can until the very last second where I can throw down my Wraith Fire. So while I'm going through with Chimera, I'm going to be looking for the shield spawn right by here by these rocks. I'm going to shoot the mirror. I think it's right in this corner. Yes, it is. I do not grab the light yet from that Chimera spawn. I go for the second one first. And this one I do grab, and I bring back to the Chimera Shrine. So while I'm running this back, I'm going to just show the menu. Because I know for Zombies World Records, they would like for you to show the menu so you can show that you're not using talismans. And that's pretty much it, because talismans are not allowed for this part. For this Easter egg speedrun. I don't think they are for most of them. There's only a few different types of challenges that you can use talismans for.
Oh man, that almost seems cruel. I can live with it.
So now I go back to this second light spawn, and I try to run it back. I get stuck here, so I need to shoot them, and I figure, okay, I'm not going to be able to bring this light back, so I'm just going to throw my Wraith Fire, kill off a bunch of zombies, and here you have to shoot it again. So I'm going to do that. And now I run it back this time and actually get there because I killed most of the zombies over by this part. So now I can actually get there in time.
Get 'em while the getting's good.
So here on my way back, I'm going to... At first I kind of forgot, but once I open this door, I remember to turn back. Because you're actually supposed to go to the temple. And here I shoot the final mirror right there. And then... If I had an epic reward by now, this is when I would take it, but since I don't, I have to hit another tribute. And I got a very lucky tribute. I got do not take damage, and it is the end of the round, so this was a very easy one to finish off the epic for. So before I take this light, I'm going to head back across, like I remembered, to where the golden bridle spawn is. I also checked those crystals for another hand spawn. I saw the spear right there for the shield. And here I got the golden bridle. Now this does spawn a Giganese, but you don't actually have to worry about it because going into the Chimera redeemed step, it will despawn the Giganese so that you can get that shield part without having to use like your specialist or waste ammo killing him. So now I grab the shield part if you notice back there, and now I grab the light out of the bowl and I take it back to Chimera so now I can upgrade it. As you can see, I'm actually ahead of world record. Sorry, not world record. My splits right now are actually based on Smart Guy's personal best, which is, I think, about a minute behind world record. But I just wanted to use his time, just because obviously we're using the same strategy. So I didn't want to try to compare it to somebody using a completely different strategy. And there I just got my epic reward. This is my strategy for the Chimera redeem step. It does keep the spawns on this side for the most part, but I do have to sweep like this. This is just so that you don't get spawns on the complete opposite side of the mirror. It's a little bit faster in my opinion. I can't really tell though. So basically Smart Guy actually downed on the Chimera Shrine step. So that's why I'm actually ahead of his time right now. But don't you guys worry. I'll fall behind it a little bit later.
Good thing this fits me like a glove.
So I just keep sweeping back and forth like this, getting all the kills I need. As you can see, I've already lost plenty of time. And there, now it's done. Once I get right back in, I'll hit the split. There it is, 8 seconds behind, which is actually, I think it's pretty good at this point in the Easter egg. Because I actually have not ran this very much. I've been doing this for only like, I think like 4 or 5 weeks. Because I kind of just picked it up. This is my first time ever trying to speedrun a map. And this is my first time completing this Easter egg, so. I've never speedran a map before. There, I take my epic reward so that I have the Eternal Flame lit right in front of the Apollo statue right there. If you notice, the fire turned blue, which means that we completed that step. On my way over to ride the Pegasus, I grab my next 2 perks, which are the final 2 perks in this area. I grab the Time Slip and I grab the Secret Sauce. I kill off a few more zombies so that I can get a couple more points with that double points. Here, I remember that there's one more hand spawn by this arrow, and so I look for it, but it is not there. So here, right before I leave, I'm going to grab my secret sauce. I actually got very unlucky with this, and I got Blood Wolf Bite, which is probably one of the worst perks for speedrunning. So here I can skip the Pegasus ride. Here I check for the Tonk spawn there. You would buy the Spitfire there if you didn't get a papped gun from your tribute, but I did get a papped gun. There's the hand spawn in front of Odin. I always check that. I head down here, and I do the Karen Shrine Step. Here, I always try to save up as much as I can because the Wraith Fires don't last long enough if you just immediately throw them. So here, I just wait. I also passed round, which is very ideal because I'm going to need more kills for the Karen Redeemed Step. Again, that was a little bit riskier because I did get hit twice, but I did get the timing right. So now, the Wraith Fire will still be up, and I can just grab the hand. So the next part is you have to get kills on this River of Sorrows right here with your hand. So I'm just going to train around here, make sure I get as many kills as I can around this area. You'll see the water start turning red. Once it's like very blood red, then it will give me a prompt to actually drink the water. And then I will have to find 3 coins around the underworld and then bring them back to Karen. Here, this is where the Blood Wolf Bite really hurts because he's killing off some of the zombies that I could have used for souls for the river. So that was really unfortunate, but there's nothing I could really do. That was just unlucky. There, I just got it. Now I'm going to find the coins. There's one there. I also noticed the tongs are right there. I missed it the first time, but then I went back and grabbed it. No coins yet. Take this same path every time, by the way. I've found this to be the most optimized path to find the coins. Once you hear that sound, that means you got a coin, so that's 1. I also look for the axe spawn over here. Or sorry, the hammer, not the axe. I meant the hammer. The hammer spawns in one of these places, and that's where I found it. That's 2 coins as well, by the way. And now I'm going to head into this area because I still need 1 more coin. I look. There it is. I head up this way just so I can check for the hand spawn, which would be anywhere around there. But I did not see it there. There's also one by that Orno Shrine, but I didn't see it. As you're heading back to the Karen Shrine, you want to knock this eagle out of his cage so that you only have 1 more to go, because you will be recharging your specialist while in this next part. As you can hear, that spawned another Giganese, but you don't have to worry about that because he despawns just like the first guy whenever you go into the redeemed part.
If this is Charon's Tunnel of Love ride, I demand a refund.
So here, I basically have a regular pattern. I just shoot in the 4 main like spawn points on here. You'll see how I do it. I just go across like this, and then I go back, and then back across, and this basically, no charge shots because charge shots just take much longer, first of all to kill, and second of all just charging them up also wastes a little bit of time. So just doing the single shots is much better, in my opinion. So I'm going to keep going through this, killing as many zombies as I can. Using my ears a little bit to figure out where the next zombie's spawning, but I pretty much just stay on the same path because they pretty much spawn in the same order. They kind of all just spawn at once. So I come out, I have to put back down the Karen hand, and because I did not go across down below, if you know what I mean, it's hard to explain, but because I didn't end up in this area when I was looking for the coins, I have to come up this way first to find my next hand spawn. I grab the anvil, and now I'm able to build the Pegasus Strike, so I pick that up. And now I check the water wheel spawn right there for a hand. I also looked over on the table for a spawn, but I didn't see it. Here you get a few skeletons, but I just killed them off. And actually I got a full power right there. So I'm just going to pop my specialist to kill these guys off. Might as well just not risk downing or anything. Here I struggled to find the next hand spawn. I thought it might be on this broken bridge, but I actually looked right at it and I just missed it. It's just right here, next to the eagle. And then I use my specialist again to free that eagle, and now we can head to the middle pap area, the center of the world it's called, I'm pretty sure. And now we'll do the pap challenge as well as the Ornos challenge at the same time. So here I'm going to drop my Pegasus Strike, because it will... Pegasus Strike, sorry. And that will last long enough for both the Ornos and the pap challenges. I pop my equipment, that's not really necessary. But I just want to make sure I have the Pegasus Strike unless, in case I need it, like if I down or something and I just want to kill off a few zombies. Here I'm just standing close to the Pegasus Strike just so that the zombies get a little bit closer to it faster. Not that big of a deal. Once it's almost done, I grab it. And now we have to hit the zombies into these 3 feathers around the underworld. This one will only take 1 hit to get the feather to the shrine. Basically, I'll explain it to you when it happens. So here, I shoot a zombie into the feather, a feather comes out, and that one I only have to hit once with the gauntlet in order to get it to the shrine. The next 2 I have to hit twice. And you'll see me do that right here.
Quickly float the feather to the shrine.
You also get that quote. If you didn't hear the original sound, you'll hear the quote, quickly float the feather to the shrine. That'll just help you out a little bit if you're on this step. So here, I try to hoard up, and I try to hit that there. I don't know how that one didn't hit. That was pretty much on it, but this kind of gets hairy. I hear the sound for the feather, so I hit it once. I could not get the second hit in, and I down, which hurts a lot. It does waste a little bit of time, and I do lose a couple perks. However, as I get revived, you'll see that the Oracle actually gave me my perk back, which was actually very nice. That saved me a few points. I get the feather again, hit it once, kill off a couple zombies. Oh, actually, sorry, I don't kill off because it was so late in round. I could just train them. Get it a second time. So here, I only have 2 zombies left. I know that because obviously these are their last 2 and they're running. So here, I figured out this little trick. If you only have 2 left like this, I keep running around in a circle like this until I see that one of the zombies has split off. And then I go back to the spot where I need to be to hit the feather. And I just wait for whichever zombie gets there first, I try to use to hit the feather. So here they're split up now. I run right back up to where we're going to hit the feather, which is right by this broken wall. I maneuver around the zombie. And boom, right there. That one, I don't know how that one hit, but I was able to get it. I need to hit this one twice again, remember? That one I missed, but there I got the second one. So now that feather's there, and I'm done. I just need to do the challenge up in the cliffside. That's basically how I just saved a zombie. It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, I could have gotten it with either of them. But it does just make it a little bit more convenient so that when I respawn back in, I'm not having a bunch of zombies spawn on me. I'll just have that one.
Okay. I was expecting a little more.
So here, all you have to do, because this Hand of Ornos has such a good charge shot, you can just hold it. Since you do have infinite ammo, I forgot to mention that these rounds have infinite ammo, as you can see in the bottom right. I'm not losing any ammo. So you can just hold your charge shot for the entirety of this little redeem step. This was actually very lucky. I actually got the wolf while I was doing this step, which was good because that means it would get rid of it, so I wouldn't get it mid-round later on. So I was actually happy that this happened. Because the wolf would also help me kill these zombies, because that's all you have to do at this part. So I'm just going to keep looking to each of the 4 spawns. There's one there, one in the middle, and the 2 over there on the right. And once it stops shooting, then I know I'm done. As soon as I get back in, I place the Ornos hand down because I do not need it for the next step. The next step I'm actually going to need the Karen hand, which you'll see me grab as I'm running up.
I'll be blasting every ghoul in
So the Eternal Flame's actually done, so I'm going to hit that split as well. So now that we have the Karen hand, we'll be ready for the step after Ignite the Beacons. I'm going to buy Stamina up as well, get that speed going. I do need to rebuy Danu. But that doesn't happen until a little later. So the next step, I have to build the shield right over here. And once I have the shield built, I need to take my spear, which is a part of the shield, and melee the blue fire that I set up with my tribute rewards. And I have to bring this flaming spear to 3 different oil spawns to ignite the beacons. So this is the path I take. It's the exact same as Smart Guys. This entire strategy is basically Smart Guys. I give him credit for literally all of it. So there I hit that one, and I head back this way because it's a little bit quicker for getting to the second spawn. So here, I decided not to grab the Danu perk at that point. I knew I could have because I had enough points, but I didn't grab it because I wasn't sure if it would get rid of the fire on my spear. there's the second spawn point of the oil. These are all the same spawn. It's not a random spawn. They're always in the same place. And then the final spawn's right up here, and I can put away my shield as soon as I hit this. So there's that
Luck
step.
just isn't on our side sometimes.
And so now I'm going to head down to this group of statues over here in the Stoa of the Athenians. Oh, sorry, the Spartan Monument. Sorry. I'm going to shoot a charge on the ground, and I'm going to look for statues with glowing blue eyes like that. And there are going to be 4 of them that I have to destroy with the hand of Karen. There's 3, and the 4th is on the other side. They can be on either side. It's not the same order every time, so just keep your eyes open. It will spawn a bunch of skeletons, but you'll get a little rumble on your screen when you complete that. Next up, I have to shoot these bricks off of these walls, and with the spear, I have to stop the gear right there. Except I think I missed that one, but you'll see here as well. I have to throw it right as the gear is going to move the big gear when I throw the spear. So this third one is going to help you the best with like seeing exactly what I do, because this one's the easiest one by far. This one's nice and in close. So here I'm going to shoot this. And look, right as it's above that big gear, I throw the spear and it gets stuck there. Here, I thought I had it done, but I noticed the statue on the right is not spinning, so that means I did not actually have it yet, which meant I have to do one more gear, because I thought I hit both of these two, but one of them I didn't, and that is this one. So I wait for the gear to get there, and boom, I hit it first hit, or second hit technically. And once I do that, the spinning statues, all 3 of the statues will be spinning in the middle, and I need to throw the spear at a gear in the back when all 3 of the statues are facing the middle. This one's a little bit difficult. It's you kind of have to compensate for obviously how the spear's travel time, but there I got it right there. I'm sorry, I hit that split a little early, by the way, if you noticed, but so that's more like 230 that I'm behind. So what I should have noticed earlier, this hurts my time a little bit, is I should have grabbed the Gaia hand as soon as I was done with that Karen step earlier. But I still didn't waste too much time. So I just ran right back up here. And here you have to use the Gaia hand to shoot these vines. It starts 1 there on the wall, and then you get 2 spawns here. You need to make sure you can see both of them so that your hand splits up like that. And then the last one you get 3. So you shoot that. You get a Giganese spawn. That's always guaranteed to spawn there. And so once you do that, you're going to bring him over to this crystal over here with the Ankh. You'll see it on the right as I run by, but I'm going to head over to the Chimera hand to grab that, because I'm going to need it for the next step. So I'm going to run over here as fast as I can. I also could have grabbed Danu there, but I just forgot at that point. I'm going to head up here, grab the Chimera gauntlet, and I'm going to head right back over to where I told you guys I have to go, which is the intersection of the treasuries. So here you just want to watch out, because he'll be right there. So I just run down this way instead. Don't even bother trying to run past him. Here I reload my gravestone just so I can get as much ammo as I can. Basically what you want to do with him is you want to shoot him in his red scar spot right on his hip right there. Or it's kind of up towards his chest. And that'll make him do a little shield blast on that Ankh. And you should see the Ankh on the ground right there on my screen on the bottom. And I did down there, unfortunately. There was nothing really I could really do. I had skeletons on each side of me. So here I just finish off the Giganese with my specialist weapon. As you can see, that is the melee glitch. If I just spam R on PC, that'll make the staff just spam really fast like that. I pick up the Ankh there, and I grab the spear from that Giganese who died right there. I also passed around, but I actually need to do that for the next step, which is the sundial step, because I need electric catalyst zombies. And I'll explain what I do once I get a catalyst zombie spawned in. So there I actually remember to get the Danu perk, but now I need to get a new secret sauce and a new raw perk, which is actually fine, because now that I lost secret sauce I won't get Blood Wolf Bite, hopefully. And as you'll see, I don't get one of them again, so that'll help a little bit with the egg. Still waiting for a catalyst here. I wish I had gone one a little bit earlier here because I end up only getting 2 in this round, which is unfortunate. So basically, you won't be able to really see him too well. You only see that effect right there with the electricity. But basically, you have to kill him on top of the sundial, and you'll see this symbol moving. What you have to do with this symbol is, when you see a blue symbol in there like that, you have to time it so that the blue symbol is on the shining line on the sundial. So you might be confused, like, how did I do that? You have to get on that line right there. You might be confused, how did I do that? Basically, what I do is I count the yellow squares following the order down around the sundial, and basically I count. Okay, so here you'll see there's 3 squares. On the 3rd square is when the blue will be over that line. So once I see the blue line, I'll count 1, 2, 3, and there actually I had counted it earlier, but I missed it, so I just kept counting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, because there's 8 symbols. So I just kept counting until I got back to 3 again, and that's when I hit it, and that got me the next symbol. So you need one more electric catalyst for this step. Unfortunately, I didn't get it this round. Like Smart Guy says, this is a judgment call. You can save the zombies to see if you get another catalyst. Here, though, I made the wrong call. I waited when I should have just killed off the zombies because I did not end up getting an electric catalyst. So this hurt me about 30 seconds. So as you could tell, I can see a lot of places where I could have saved time. So I know I can do a lot better than just like 44 minutes or however much this is going to end up being. But yeah, I'm going to keep working at this and hopefully maybe get world record. I don't know about that one though. That's going to be extremely difficult. It's going to take a lot of time, and it is very difficult for me to do because I still have school. Like, obviously you guys can relate. School is a lot of work, obviously, and so it is really hard to constantly be practicing this and not getting rusty on it, and having that consistency, you know. So it's a little difficult to do now during the school year, but I'm gonna keep working at it whenever I can. And here I actually get 2 electric catalysts, so I'm gonna wait for one of them to get on there. Their long range attacks can take so long, so you gotta kind of just wait them out, wait for the right time, try to cut corners at the right time like this. You see how I get over a little bit earlier than usual, so I can maybe get one of these guys on there. There I spam a little bit because I knew I had one extra, so if I missed that one I still had another chance. But there I did get it. There I count. There's 5 spaces, so I count to 5, and I hit it at the right time. I didn't actually hit it there. You'll see when I hit it. I look for it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's when I would hit it. I keep counting through 6, 7, 8, and eventually I get back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's when I hit it. That was obviously extremely risky, but I was able to get out just by spamming my Chimera Gauntlet. That was actually very risky because I would have gotten rid of my last self-revive. That was a lucky little max right there. But so the next step basically is the raw laser step, which is by far my least favorite step of this Easter egg, just because it is, I just find it difficult just because I'm very blind. As you will see, I do fail this step once and then I get the second time. You really need to try to get this step first try because it's when you have your Pegasus Strike, and the Pegasus Strike is super helpful for this step. But of course I had to mess it up, so you'll see. Basically, you give him your Chimera Gauntlet. Oh, sorry. You give him the Ankh first. You could have given it to him earlier, and then you give him the Chimera Gauntlet. And basically, I run outside as quickly as possible, place down the Pegasus Strike, and now you need to look for skeletons trying to block the beam just like that. Here, they're doing it again. They're just going to keep doing that for a certain amount of time. Basically, what's happening is Ra is basically setting up a little marking on the wall. You'll see it later on. He's setting up a little marking on the wall which will break the wall, and then you'll be able to grab Ra's scepter for him. You can see it right there. I popped my equipment, by the way, to get my Pegasus Strike back because that is a huge thing for this step. You will I got a Blight Father, by the way. I'm not sure if you always get it. I'm not sure. I think you do always get it on this step, but he can be quite annoying because he doesn't go to the Pegasus Strike, so you just gotta watch out for him. So here, I just keep looking, I keep killing the skeletons. I don't have to worry about zombies yet, because obviously the Pegasus Strike is drawing them in. I keep looking, look how close that marking is. Like, I'm kind of getting, like, confused right now. I'm like, wait, shouldn't this be done by now? But I just keep going, and I just keep looking for those skeletons, keep killing them off. And here, apparently, I can't really see it from here, but apparently there's a skeleton blocking it right now. And that made me lose the step somehow. I don't know. I was kind of pissed about it. I was like, I didn't see a skeleton. How could there not be a skeleton? I was literally so much in disbelief that I was still trying to like hit the wall to see if it would break or something. But unfortunately, I didn't get it. So this loses me a couple solid minutes. Like, this alone really hurt me. So now I have to head all the way back to the Chimera Shrine, grab the gauntlet again, and then give it back to Ra to do this challenge. So we're going to head back up here. Also, I'm going to see the Blight Father spawning in right on my right. I actually hear him first. Here he's a little glitchy in theater mode, but he is right there. There's his tongue. So basically, I just finish him off because I don't want to deal with him while I'm doing this step. So there, I finish him off. He didn't give me any power-ups, unfortunately. But I come back down here. I don't have my equipment. I don't have my Pegasus Strike. I'm like, oh gosh, how am I going to do this? But basically, all I do is I keep crossing back over the beam because the beam is going to kill the zombies. So basically, I try to kill as many as I can. Keep looking for the skeletons while also just running back and forth so that I don't get killed by the zombies. I should have remembered to replenish my shield because it's insanely low right now, as you can see in the bottom right. But somehow I'm able to stay alive through this, kill off as many skeletons as I can, and I'm pretty sure I do complete it on this step. That's a very helpful nuke right there. Thanks, Blightfather, for helping me get to it. So yeah, I think you always get Blightfathers on that step because that was 2 in 1 round, and I don't even know if that's possible in Black Ops 4 Zombies. I think that's required by a step. Right there, I got another nuke, which is really nice because that also kills off the skeletons as well. I save it as much as I can because I still have my specialist out. By the way, something that you must avoid doing is you cannot get your specialist weapon up to level 3. If that happens, then you cannot do the melee glitch because it will plant your scepter down if you hit R rather than doing the melee. So here, I'm like right there again. I'm like, what? Did I do it yet? And then finally, I did it. There, you heard that little activation sound, meaning I got the Scepter of Ra. So I gave it to him. And the next step is the hit your mark step. So the Chimera Gauntlet is again going to be back in the shrine, so I'm going to grab that. And I need to head over to the amphitheater, where I need to do a little challenge. It reminds a lot of people, and it does remind me of the buried sharpshooting step. So basically, you look for your light here. And I'm going to stand here until it flashes like that. And I'm going to look for my spotlight on the ground, right here. So now I'm going to look into the stands. There's no zombies in the stands, so that means they're on the ground, and I have to use a charge shot for that. Next spotlight. They are in the stands, so I just shoot a single shot. Next one, they are in the stands again. I do a single shot, and there are 3 sequences to this. The first one's only 3 phases like that. So as soon as I get that third one done, I run right back to my spot to start the next sequence. And this next sequence will have 4 phases. So once I get done with the 4th, I run right back to my spot again. So here they're on the ground, charge shot. There, I left a skeleton on accident. That lost me a little bit of time, but that's not that big of a deal. Here, they're in the stand, single shot. Just keep saying that in your mind, basically. Like, stand, single shot, ground, charge shot. That basically is the same thing for every single gauntlet. So you don't necessarily have to use Chimera, but it is the closest one to the amphitheater. So I recommend using it. So there, that was my 4th phase. So now I'm going to run back and start the next sequence. This sequence is going to be 5 phases. And basically, I don't need to run back after this 5th phase. It will literally just finish, and I will have done the step. Also, something to remember here is you do not have to worry about ammo in your gauntlet. It will refill your ammo if you get like very low. So here, this is my 3rd phase, I believe. So I just have 2 more, and I will be done with this step. There's another single shot because they're in the stands. Next one is on the ground, so it's a charge shot, and now I am done with this step. So here, now that you're done with the step, if you completed it successfully, you will get a max ammo and a bunch of points. So basically, because I had low ammo and also I did need quite a bit of points, I grabbed the points and the max ammo. You could just run right back into the underworld to do this next step, but because I was low on everything, I just decided to grab it. For the next step, we have to take our weapon and shoot this symbol door in this exact order, so just watch this. 14, that's 0 with the circle, that's sideways 6, that's circle, the 3 circles, and then the upside down triangle.
You see me smiling?
So now that that's done, now we have to spawn in the ballista, which is done by spawning the Pegasus strike right on this symbol right here. You might recognize it as the same symbol where we hit the button, the activate button to ride the Pegasus. It's the same exact symbol. So here I grab my Karen Gauntlet because, actually, I grabbed the Karen Gauntlet thinking that that's the one I need because it is the best one for boss fight, but I have one step before that I have to do. I have to align the crossbow, or sorry, the ballista. Crossbow. I mean the ballista. I need to align the ballista to the right position using the Orono's hand. So basically, I'm going to do a charge shot on the ballista until it is lined up. You will get an activation quote. I will let you know when that happens. It does take quite a bit to do this, so just keep holding it. I do look to my sides a couple times to kill off the zombies that get close to me. See, there. You know, just kill off the couple zombies that are on me. As you can see, it does really take a long time. But I do get it right there.
It's aimed in the right direction. Now, how...
And there's the quote saying it's aimed in the right direction. So now the next step is I'm going to rebuy my shield because it is
Not at all cumbersome.
because I don't have it right now.
Not at all.
And I need to take my spear and melee the Eternal Flame again and take this exact route down to the teleporter down here. So that you can teleport back as close as possible, to the acid trap, which you're going to use to kind of make like a Greek fire, if you know what that is. It was kind of like a green fire on the spear. So I'm basically going to activate this acid trap. I'm just going to run through it real quick. And now you see that green fire glitching out down on the bottom right on my spear. Well, it's not on my spear, but, you know, it's being a little bit glitchy, so it's doing that weird thing. But here I'm going to melee the ballista to shoot it. And that is that step done. So now we are actually ready for the boss fight. Well, I am almost ready. I still need... the best gun for the boss fight is actually the Spitfire, so I'm going to go up and grab this. And also, I would highly recommend at least repapping it like 3 times. For this run, I just did it 4 times because I wanted to make sure that I completed the boss fight this time. Because I did have a couple... It was like once or twice that I actually made it to boss fight, but I failed because I didn't have the right attachments on my Spitfire. I didn't have... Oh, yes, that's actually what I need to remember. The Wildfire modifier for your weapon mod, is very helpful in this boss fight. So if you have a high enough level Spitfire to activate that, I highly recommend using that, and also to repap your weapon as much as possible to get the maximum damage you can. So here things get a little sketchy a bunch of times here, but I wanted to get that water zombie out of the way so he didn't beef up the zombies, and also I'm just trying to melee these zombies to get as many points as I can. There, I got a full power up, but I did not want to use my specialist because that would level it up, possibly. Which we do not want, especially during the boss fight. Because as you will see, if you do not know already, the boss fight is heavily based on specialist damage. So here, I'm just trying to build points. I could enter the boss fight right now, but I really want to max upgrade my Spitfire because I just finally wanted to complete this for the first time. Because it was my first time completing it, like I said. So I'm just gonna keep killing off. There, I pass around, and I still am not gonna have enough, unfortunately. You need 15,000 total to max upgrade your weapon. I could have gone in because I have 3 repaps here, but like I said, I just really wanted to complete this, and my time actually right at this point was not bad. Like 40 minutes to get into boss fight is not bad at all in my opinion. I think I'll get in a little bit after 40 minutes, but you'll see as soon as I get to 2,500 points for the last time, I will get to last and then spawn in my Spitfire. Sorry, not spawn in. Repap my Spitfire one last time. So I'm just gonna keep killing off. Remember to have the Hand of Karen ready, because it is the best weapon for this boss fight because of the charge shot, being able to draw the zombies in, kind of like a monkey bomb or like a Pegasus strike. Here I get a little insta. and so I can really tear up these zombies. I'm right about to get to last here. Just a couple more. So now I'm down to last, so I pop my Spitfire one more time and I head right into the boss fight as quickly as I can. So now I check that. You couldn't see it, but I just did that to make sure that I did actually repap fully every time. So here, as soon as you spawn in, you want to spam your Spitfire at this Pegasus.
No.
Rip Pegasus, boys. Rip Pegasus. Feels bad that we have to get rid of him. And this is what's so important about having a max Spitfire with Wildfire, because then you could just kill this guy in one clip, which is actually very helpful for this Easter egg. And now once I kill him, I don't have to worry about any other of those Giga Knees. So now I just listen for Pegasus, look for him, and I just spam the Karen Gauntlet at him. Now if you get enough damage, you will be able to get him on the next pass after this one, which I do. I actually have a very flawless boss fight in this run. So just watch how I do it. I'm going to listen for Pegasus. I see him over there, which means he's going to be heading to this island. And so I'm just going to spam my Karen Gauntlet, and I get him down here. As you can see, it passes around, so I don't have to worry about zombies much. And here I use the staff melee glitch to get as much damage as I can. So you have to do 2 phases of Pegasus. So once he gets up like that, you have to watch out because he is still alive. And he will do a little charged attack on the island you were just on. As well as Perseus will actually spawn in kind of like a nuke type thing on the island once you actually damage the Pegasus enough, so just watch out for that. That island will always be the one to get destroyed first, so just keep your eyes open and your ears open. Pegasus is coming again. I have plenty of Karen ammo because I grabbed the max ammo, so I'm going to just keep on spamming the Pegasus with my Karen ammo. So while you're just waiting for Pegasus, look around for Perseus's spear throws. You see that little burning spot right there? If you run over it, it builds up your specialist weapon faster. And obviously you need your specialist weapon for this boss fight. And so you want to just keep running through those until you have your specialist built up. I'm not sure if you're able to knock down Pegasus on that run right there. I don't think you can. I think you have to get it on the next one that's coming up. But basically, I'm getting a little bit low on Karen ammo. But I put down a charge shot. I look for Pegasus. I hear him, but I don't see him, so he must be on the other island. And here I get him down again. And I just keep meleeing with that staff. Notice my staff still has not reached level 3, so I can actually do this glitch. And so now this will finish off Pegasus. That is pretty much as fast as you can do it, I think. Make sure you leave the island, because even though you did technically kill him, he doesn't actually die until Perseus kills him. So he will still do that little charged attack. As you can see, I run through that fire to get my specialist built up. And here, Perseus kills a Pegasus. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys. I didn't really look. But he is now dead, so I'm going to pass that split. And so next, there you can see him falling a little bit. But next, Perseus we'll have to kill Perseus. So basically, what you do is, what I did at least, is I put a charge shot down as soon as I see him pointing his sword at me. When he points his sword at me, that means he's going to teleport soon. So you'll be able to see it here. We'll get a new round, and while I watch him, look, he'll point his sword right about there. That tells you that he's going to teleport, so I put a charge shot down. And as soon as he teleports over, I put a couple Karen shots there. But I use my scepter because you have to use your specialist again for him. That raw melee glitch is huge for this. And for some reason, Perseus is actually weaker than the Pegasus, which is weird because he's kind of the main antagonist of this map. But you should be able to get him in one phase like this if you have the Scepter of Ra with the melee glitch. So basically, he'll die, you'll get the key. There, I picked up the key, and I got the cutscene very fast, which was very lucky, and I'll let you guys watch this out.
Thank you. But I fear it may be too late. If I die, they will return. But your father is released. No. Stay with me.
She's dying. Go, get my father.
Alistair!
Even though you do not yet know what you are, Scarlet.
No, it can't be.
There is still so much that you can teach me.
No!
I will open the library. The world will be mine.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am having a ton of fun speedrunning this. I was so hyped to get this because this is my personal best. This is really my first time completing the Ancient Evil Easter egg, and I did it in about 44 minutes and 39 seconds. That'll probably be my final time. That will be on Zombies World Records. So if you want to check out their website, make sure to check them out. And this has been KingBlubby, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe you were inspired to do your own speedrun. I don't know. Make sure to check out Smart Guy's video on how to speedrun this map, because that's literally what helped inspire me to do this speedrun. And like I said, I'm having a ton of fun. Expect more from me, and I will see you guys later.